Hi Capricorn, welcome to your mid-November 2018 Tarot and Astrology reading. Hope you're all well, and thank you for all your likes and subscriptions to the channel. If you haven't already, please do subscribe. So Capricorn, Scorpio season, it's all about networking. It's your 11th house, how you interact with those around you. Now please don't forget that Venus is retrograding until the 16th of November in Libra, and then it will go direct in that sector, which may make you reevaluate your needs and career, particularly as we have a full moon in Gemini, your house of day-to-day work on the 23rd of November. So you're going to be considering a lot just what it is that you want out of your career and how you feel with the work that you're doing. Now similarly, with the retrogrades, Uranus is retrograded back into Aries, and it hasn't been there since, I think it was earlier on in the year, so it was about springtime. And this may be bringing up issues in your family that you thought were over. It could be surrounding the father. There could be some sort of issue with the father figure in your household, unresolved issues with your father, health issues, communication issues, things that need to be relooked at or things that may have been missed so that you can move forward accordingly, Capricorn. So there's been a lot of reflection in family and career. Romantically speaking, Taurus was the sign that Uranus was retrograding in for a long time. So that was your sector of true love. So you may have gone over a few past relationships mentally and figured out what issues that you were seeing repeat themselves in your love relationships, especially with Venus retrograding, even if Venus did take over in your career sector. But with Scorpio energy, Venus was retrograding there too, networking in your relationships with those that you work with. And your friendship circles had to be revisited. There may have been a little bit more friction than usual, or people may have been a bit more disagreeable than usual. But with Venus going direct on the 16th, that's going to change. Similarly, Mars is going to be moving into your sector of communication, out of your financial sector, where it has been for an extended stay. It's been there for most of the year, and with the retrograde, it took a few knocks on you financially, or it gave you some push and pull financially. So you may have been finding it a little bit awkward to have in that sector, especially as it was hitting you in your sector of self-worth as well. Now that it's moving out of that sector, we have the Page of Pentacles, Judgment. Yeah, some of you are really reaching a big decision career-wise, actually. Making big moves. Justice. Wow. Six of Cups in the Challenge, and the Ten of Wands. Capricorn, what is it with you and tens? The Hermit, okay. So, very different scenarios going on here. On one hand, we have, for some Capricorns, and this will be few, but we have a legal issue which has been long-standing and long drawn out that finally reaches a close, or maybe you work in the legal profession. For some of you, it may be financial with Pentacles here as well. But whatever the case, your workload is not set to decrease anytime soon. Now, this may be in the run-up to Christmas. There may be a lot of financial dealings going on here. And this could have been backlog from Mars retrograding in your financial sector. It could have been career issues which were put on the back burner, and now you're finding everything has sort of built up, or these could be your frustrations in your career sector building up. Some of you may have made a move career-wise and maybe feeling like you made the wrong decision, and you may be feeling nostalgic for the way things were, particularly with the Hermit card, as some of you may be feeling isolated. Though the Hermit card is often voluntarily alone. He is going inward to consider his next move. He is going inward because he's feeling like he needs a little bit of introspection and soul searching. With Justice in the positive position, whatever decision you make is going to be well balanced. Even if the 10 indicates that you're feeling overburdened and overly stressed about a certain situation in your life. Now, this could be romantic, I will get there, but there is a build-up of circumstances which seems to be leaving you in a state of exhaustion, particularly with the Hermit and the 10. Now, The Hermit, as I say, it's all about introspection, and Justice is about trying to find a fair way of dealing with things, trying to be fair and trying to be disciplined, and being accountable. You're not by any standard shifting your responsibilities onto somebody else. If you are dealing with a lot in the workplace, I don't see you delegating to anybody else. I see you taking it all on yourself because you think that's fair. But it's okay to ask for help, Capricorn, if you're overburdened. Now, interestingly, the consequences of your actions are good this month because of Justice in the challenge position, in the positive position. So Justice there means that you are going to be feeling good karma. It can also represent a positive Libra aspect in your world. So you could be dealing with a Libra person who's very helpful, very assistive, or you could be dealing with a legal professional who is in some way helping you on your journey. Now, the challenge is the Six of Cups, which means that you are feeling a little bit nostalgic for times gone by. You may be a little bit naive to the actions of others around you, as sometimes the Six of Cups can be taken that way when it's challenged. You may be dealing with feelings for an ex resurfacing during the Venus retrograde period, or an ex may have come back that has confused you. So some of you are definitely dealing with trying to progress and keeping one eye on the past, and that is what's leaving you in the Ten of Wands Hermit position. You are feeling exhausted, and you're also feeling a little bit, possibly some of you are feeling a little bit lonely. The Page of Pentacles is here with the Three of Wands, so you are considering a new move. You're considering something different. Strength card. Five of Swords, Page of Cups, and the Five of Cups. Interesting. Okay, Four of Pentacles is underneath. Some of you are holding on to something from the past, or the past has repeated itself in some way, and it has shaken you somewhat. So this could be, it can be any relationship, it can be friendship, it can be romantic, but some of you are feeling a little bit nostalgic for something or someone. Now, with the Five of Swords and Justice, I do think some of you are coming out the positive end of a legal battle or a contractual challenge. Now, Mercury is going to be retrograding in Sagittarius, which is your 12th house. Okay, so contracts aren't exactly recommended to be signed unless they are past contracts, but I do think Mercury in Sagittarius may be making you deal with some stuff in your subconscious that you didn't quite deal with. Now, the 12th house is all about secrets, okay? So you want to make sure, because some of you definitely have a secret or two going on here, you want to make sure that when it comes out fairly because of Justice, and you want to make sure that you were doing the right thing. Because some of you, with the Five of Cups here, may be sacrificing things that make you happy for things that stress you out, is one way I'm seeing this. You may be putting more of your time into the things that are upsetting you just because you want to fix them. Or you may be casting your mind to relationships that went wrong or patterns that went wrong, and it's either affecting your current one or it's affecting your future possibilities of one. Okay, so there needs to be a balance with Justice here, yet at the same time you do feel like you're clinging on to something or trying to protect yourself in some way. Something about the past is bothering you. It could also be someone in your family. As I said before, it can be a sibling, it can be an old friend, it can be someone who comes back to your past with you. And with the Page of Cups in the challenge position, romance from the past seems to be an issue for some reason. So maybe it's something that, even if it's not an ex, it could be something your current partner said or did that is sort of ringing around in your mind, and you don't want to bring it up because it was 2017. Do you know what I mean? And you don't want to look crazy. But there's something about the past that needs to be fixed. And I think there is so many retrogrades at the moment. Everyone's got kind of nostalgic glasses on. And December is going to be more the month where people are really excited about the new year and really excited about the future. But for now, Capricorn, your focus is everything, you know? I can see this as a very admirable reading because I feel like you want to be fair and you want to be doing the right thing by those around you. Which is, you know, I think that's an admirable thing. But don't take on too much to the expense of your own sanity. The Ten of Wands and the Five of Cups, I just feel like you need to try and shift your focus onto the things that are bringing you joy. Not the things that have gone wrong or could go wrong, Capricorn, but strength and judgment in the middle. It's okay to be annoyed about things, and it's okay to feel a little bit put out if something hasn't gone your way, but there's no need to stay there. With the Strength card, she tames her animal instincts. She calms a ferocious beast without fear because she trusts herself and she trusts her powers of persuasion. She trusts that she can do the job. She's a lot more peaceful. But the guy in the Ten of Wands is trying to do it all at once. There's nothing to stop this guy putting down 5 wands and carrying 5 and coming back for the other lot, is there? There's not really, you know? Judgment, you're trying to make a crucial decision or make a crucial transition in your life, but you're still holding on to something or the idea of something. It could be that you feel if you stop for a moment, you'll lose out on something. So you want to keep on going. You don't want your reputation to suffer. Bear in mind, Venus was retrograde in your sector of reputation, and you may have felt that it matters so much to you because you think it's the thing that's going to give you happiness. But the sun can sometimes represent that being linked to the ego. So caring too much what other people think. Let's see. The Knight of Pentacles. Death card. Interesting. Some of you are dealing with a Scorpio. 7 of Pentacles. The Hermit again. And the Queen of Pentacles. Well, that's you. Ah, the 10 of Cups. Finally. A 10 that we can get behind. Perfect. So Capricorn, there's a twist. So for those of you, and I think a lot of you are having career woes, so I'm just going to go there and then I'm going to go into romance and your friendships and your personal life. In terms of career, some of you are leaving a job for a new job. Some of you are taking on a very, very different role. And some of you have had a little bit of an epiphany. And I think it's the Gemini full moon. There's been a little bit of an epiphany into what it is that you really want to be doing, or what you want to, what you want your work-life balance to be with justice there. Because you want to see growth in all areas. You want to progress in your career, but you feel like you're overdoing it, possibly to the expense of your relationships. Some of you want to be more career-oriented, so you are putting relationships and romance and family, etc. on the back burner, but then they're going to come in here and demand your attention because you're going to be feeling lonely if you do. You may be isolating yourself, or you may be considering going back to an old job, which isn't actually recommended here, Capricorn. I don't know that you should go back. I think you should go forward. Though the 10s do suggest a completion of some kind. So what I sense more so for most of you is moving up in the ranks or deciding to move down in a rank because you're so exhausted. It's movement regardless. It's closing up one chapter. Sometimes I think with the 10 of Wands it signifies that you're so stressed you can't actually do anymore and you need to take a break. Because it's affecting your mental health for a lot of you with the 5 of Cups here. It's making you feel very drained. It's making you feel very challenged. There could be very extensive hours with this and the 7 of Pentacles. You could be working very, very early in the morning to late at night, or you could be working way past your bedtime. But with the Death card and Judgment, something's got to give. Something's got to change. There's opportunities to move careers if that's what you want to do. I think it seems to be that Venus retrograding in Libra has given you a lot of food for thought and a lot of reconsideration in your life. Now, romantically speaking, I think, Capricorn, you could be dealing with a relationship that is very, very hard work. Or you could be so preoccupied with somebody from your past that you felt was a soulmate that isn't currently here, that you're not moving forward because you feel like this is your person. But I think a lot of you could be dealing with someone who's not actually there. So it could be that they're in another country. It could be that they're in another city. It could be that they're just not yours. You know, they could not, maybe they're not in a relationship with you and maybe never were, but you have this preoccupation with them. We have Virgo, we have Libra, we have Scorpio, we have Leo. We have a lot of signs here. So depending on which one you're dealing with, love seems to be a little bit of an issue because of the past. So whether or not it's because you're thinking of the past, you're dealing with someone from the past, or you're feeling a little bit nostalgic or homesick. This can be homesick. The Six of Cups in the challenge position. Maybe you miss home. Maybe you moved for somebody and you miss home. But it's funny, Capricorn, because you come out the other end feeling more like yourself. There's a very happy conclusion because the Queen of Pentacles is you sitting on your throne, feeling very satisfied with how things have turned out. You know, you're nursing your pentacle there in your red luxurious robe, feeling very comfortable about the way things are because you've decided, instead of crying over the 3 cups that are spilled before you, you've turned around, looked at the 2 of Cups and realised you've got the whole world in your hands. I'm going to clarify this Queen of Pentacles because I don't like leaving the outcome on court cards. But funnily, the 4 of Swords. You're taking a break, thank God. Thank God, Capricorn, because you need to take a little bit of a rest. I hope some of you are getting a holiday in November because you're exhausting yourself. Concentrate on meditation, concentrate on feeling self-fulfilled, which is that Queen of Pentacles. Oopsies. Yes. Fabulous. Love this. Romantic victory. Someone, goodness, hang on. Somebody, it's almost as if you start into the second half of November feeling like there's no romance in your life, and then boom, there it is. This could be taking a holiday to see a different area, a different country, and then you meet somebody there possibly who's very attractive and very exciting. There is success. Okay, so you start in a little bit of a funk. You're overdoing it, you're working too hard, your mind's in the past, and then somebody is this Knight of Cups for you where they offer you romance and they offer you a good ego boost, I want to say. This is somebody quite complimentary. And it looks like you're going to be ending the month with a lot more excitement and a lot more to look forward to. I have to say, Capricorn, it's a good shift in energy there. And it's all from turning around and looking at the cups that you have rather than the cups that have spilled. And putting down a few of the wands. Just put a few of your burdens on the back burner. The Knight of Cups is Mr. Romantic, Mr. Charming. So it's quite an exciting thing to see him come up with the 6 of Wands. He might have a bit of an ego. He might be a little bit self-centered at times. Sometimes that happens with a Knight of Cups and a 6 of Wands personality. But the important thing is, Capricorn, is that you're taking a break. You're taking some time to reflect. You're taking some time for yourself. You're feeling a lot more optimistic. And a lot less regretful. I think there could be some regret associated to the past or a decision, and you want to feel a lot more comfortable and self-confident, and you get that back. I think a lot of you are going to be getting back some self-confidence this month, and I think it's possibly to do with Venus going direct because it's been hard for everybody. So I actually really like this reading for you, Capricorn, because I feel like it looks like you coming through the other end on something, making some much needed changes, because you can't continue on as in a 10 of Wands forever, you know? It's like just when things seem bad, you get this, maybe you get a call, or maybe you get an opportunity, or maybe you have a little eureka moment whereby you say you won't do it anymore. You need to take some time for yourself and really work on your own stuff. And that's how you see growth. And don't forget the 10 of Cups was underneath, so there's a happy conclusion. Receptivity. Allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. Exactly, Capricorn. Make sure that you're receiving some help or some assistance or something from anybody around you. Oh, expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers are being heard and being answered. Awesome. I love that card for you. It's like receiving a miracle and being bold. Unleash your adventurous side, take risks and be daring. Very 6 of Wands, actually. So there you go, Capricorn, expect a miracle. As I say, there's a massive shift. Massive shift. Judgment, death card. Massive upheavals that turn into massive opportunities. And these are things that have already happened in terms of what's distressing you at the moment, because I feel like something is. But things are really changing. Energies are changing massively. And I imagine as well with Jupiter moving into Sagittarius, which is quite peaceful for you because it is your 12th house energy, you're going to be feeling a lot more of a release, I think. Much needed reprieve after a period of stress. Don't forget, with the 10 of Wands, it can't go up any higher. So you've reached your maximum stress level, you've reached all you can take, and then Mother Mary steps in and gives you a miracle. I like that, Capricorn. I like it a lot. So I will see you in December. Take care, guys. Bye.